All right, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna first shout out Chelsea as the coach of the week. She got on yesterday's call, the Tuesday call with the Superstar Series coaches. It went really hand in hand with the exclusive call that we had also earlier in the day from Unleashed. If you haven't watched it, it's good through tomorrow at about like noon-ish. It's about 2.5 hours long, but it's really, 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 really good. I posted the link in my page. You can also find it in the announcements. Very good, whether you are a new coach or a weathered coach, whatever it is, it should be a non-negotiable to watch just because it is so good. It's very good for all aspects of your life, not just coaching, but everything kind of in general. So it kind of went hand in hand with that. So Chelsea hopped on last night, and she's also been really consistent and showing up in her stories with her journey and everything else. And then if it'll let me move over. Oh, okay. Well, get a close up of Marissa's face for a second. All right. Did it just go away? What is it sharing? No. All right, and then Marissa is the challenger of the week. She has also been crushing it with like the last 100-day challenge and getting it done every single day. So shout out to you. And let me get some announcements up. All right, so this is the replay of the Unleashed. You can find the video right here. Carissa is the speaker for Tony Robbins. If you don't know who Tony Robbins is, go listen to some Tony Robbins. You need him in your life. But she is the national speaker. Like, she speaks what Tony Robbins preaches and speaks so that there can be like two of them in different places. She also is the director of Unleash Your Power Within, which was also very good. So I highly suggest watching it. Very, very good. And then there's a printable monthly calendar. Apparently they're starting that, which is kind of nice. We are hosting a super weekend event. So this time, unlike in the past, a lot of you probably really only kind of know how it works as a virtual event where you can get on a link. And that's not the case because we're back to live. So we are hosting an event. Wisconsin's has a board that hosts events, and they're just kind of a wall. We've reached out and it doesn't sound like there's one going on. There's not one registered. So I registered to host ours. I have a space rented out. It is Sunday from 11:30 to 3. So I will get like all the videos from corporate, all the information from corporate and be able to present it to you, as well as putting together a few other things for us. We'll do a workout, which we'll kind of talk about in a minute, because I think we could do something kind of cool with it. I know it's last minute, but I think we could pull something together. But that is Sunday. So I will have I think we'll log into Zoom for those that really can't make it, but otherwise there isn't just a virtual link to watch it, and like there has been in the past. We're back to live, so that is exciting. Body officially launches on October 19th. So they're doing a few different things. Like, you can purchase a 1-day pass. So someone can purchase 1-day pass, just kind of see how they feel about it. Or if there's one class randomly that you want to promote. I think I'm going to promote one a month where people can purchase a 1-day pass, and then all of us get on at that time or whatever. But otherwise they can do the regular access. All of our total solution packs are going to be switching over to as well. They seem more customizable. There will be trainings on it. That also launches very soon, as if not already kind of incorporated. But included with that will be a 30-day access to Body, so free. So I'll make sure you're talking to your challengers about it during those 30 days so that they can check it out, utilize it while it's free, and then really make a good determination if they want to use it or not. There is also the bike pricing. They're extending the sale. It doesn't really show till when, but they're extending the sale on that. And then with the launch of Body, they will also be introducing the total solution pack. So that'll be kind of something we'll check up on. There will be stuff on like the Beachbody Champions page as well, and I'm sure they'll talk about it on National Wake Up Call as well, like really kind of digging down into it. And then there also is a call on my team call resource list about how to utilize the Launch a Body. So that might be helpful as well. So then there'll be a sale on the total solution, so $20 off, which is typical. That looks like it's through November sometime. And then Team Cup is going on. So shout out to Lauren, Roxy, Allie, and Allison for being on a team. And these are just kind of updates. And then if you missed it, I'll kind of go over these again too. So leadership, they announced some new and exciting things. So there will be a to be pregnant now, because there's a lot of people that are like pregnant and like, well, can I eat this? Can I do that? Can I do 2B? Can I do UPF? Like, what can I do? So Alana was actually just pregnant. So I'm sure that's kind of what triggered it as well. She said she got lots of questions. So they're coming out with a to be pregnant, which is really exciting for those moms that are like, I just want to eat everything. What do I do? So that'll be exciting. There's going to be a 4-week gut protocol, and it also goes along with the For Everybody program. And this is with Autumn. The gut, from what I've understood about the 4-week gut protocol, is it's really helpful in the like food elimination to really see what makes you feel good and what doesn't make you feel good, because a lot of times a lot of our problems can be by something we're eating and we've just never thought about it because we've eaten it our whole life. I know for me, like I didn't know about dairy until I had my daughter, and now like I can't eat dairy. So it's just one of those things that can be helpful with that. And then the For Everybody is also a program that obviously from the title is probably going to be a good program that anyone can really do. And then they're coming out with a pomegranate berry Beachbody Bevy. So that is exciting. I'll be excited to taste that. I do enjoy their lemon bevy. The other one's not too bad either. Recover is finally getting launched in France. So that's exciting for our French people. Oh my gosh, our France people, not our French. And then our Mixed Home Studio is available. Updates, yada, yada, yada. Total solution packs again. There was upgrades to the mod group. So that's really kind of the biggest of our announcements. There's lots of like product stuff. There's lots of programs. Obviously more information is going to come out. Unfortunately, there isn't going to be like a sample program for like during Super Weekend, where normally they'll like announce a program and then give a sample of it. So For Everybody one won't have a sample, but it's coming. So that is that. I'm going to jump in to just our team call right away. Those announcements were a lot longer, but I think what I'm going to start implementing on future team calls is just like for the first 5 minutes of when we get on team call, and I think I'll just have it up, is just journal it out for 5 minutes. Like when you get on, log on, because typically that first 5 minutes, like people are lingering in and everything. For the first 5 minutes, I want to have everyone like journal it out and then take 2 minutes to just write a to-do list, because I know me personally, I'm a bad habit of, as I sit there on a call, I'm like thinking about everything I need to be doing. And like, okay, I need to remember to do this tomorrow and this before I go to bed and this after this call. And oh yeah, they said I need to do this. I need to fill out my bed. Like whatever it is, like anything, I'm going to have us write just like our to-do list out so that we can kind of slightly calm our mind a little bit to tune into the team call. Because like I said, it's the end of the night and we're all just kind of mind racing. So that is that. But today I'm going to talk about behind the scenes and showing up when no one is watching. And I think this also really kind of goes hand in hand with the Unleashed thing as well, that call, as well as last night's call, and just really kind of the place we're all at right now, where I think a lot of people are like, 1, I don't know what to do. 2, life is really crazy. And 3, I don't know where to even start. So I'm just going to kind of help break it down a little bit and hopefully get us rolling again. So 1 is really kind of what are the tasks behind the scenes per se that we should be doing. And that really kind of comes from 4 different things. A lot of it is going to look very, very similar to us, and whether it's in your personal life or in your coaching life, but it also can look very different, especially in the way that we articulate it and actually get it done. So our days all look very different, but that doesn't mean that we can't achieve similar goals or things in our business or in our daily life that we want to achieve. A lot of it comes down to knowing what we actually need to do rather than sitting down and having to figure out what we need to do and then being like, okay, I only have 5 minutes left. Great. So let me rush through it and half-ass it. So what are the actual tasks you need to do to like move your business and achieve your goals? So number 1 is really knowing your life and your business goals. And I know we talk about this, but really knowing concrete in your brain. Like if I asked you right this second, be like, okay, what is your life goal you're working towards right now? What is your business goal you're working towards right now? Where do you want to be in a year? Where do you want to be in 5 years? And the thing is we have to be writing this down. We have to also be evaluating it when it's necessary, but also allowing ourselves to feel the feels when, one, we don't achieve our short-term goals, our long-term goals, and not just changing it to make it convenient. A lot of us can like set a goal, and then when we don't hit it 2 days before, we're like, yeah, well, maybe we can push it out 30 more days. No, you're going to work your butt off for those 2 days to get as close as you can to that goal. If you don't achieve it, kick yourself a little bit and then be like, okay, now I'm going to reevaluate and I'm going to reset my goals. And then I'm going to look at why I didn't achieve it. So really, really knowing your goals and your life goals and your business goals and writing them down. So what is your daily goal? What are you going to achieve each day? How can you make yourself proud each day? And what are those goals that you're going to, and those things that you're going to do each day before you lay your head down so that you can feel proud? And then also monthly, like what are you going to achieve each month? Are you going to send 100 invites out a month? Are you going to meal plan 4 weeks a month? Are you going to hit Success Club each month? What is it each month that you're going to do in both your life and your business goals? Then quarterly, what are you going to do each quarter? There's 4 quarters of our business. You can also look at it as 4 quarters of your life. This is a 90-day business. They talk about that all the time. So what is it in those 3 months are you going to do to make yourself proud, to achieve where you want to go? Your 1 year, 5 year, etc. You get the point. Know what your life and business goals are. Number 2, then knowing the actions you need to take to get there, because it's really easy to spew out all the things you want in life and in your business, but if you don't know how to get there, you're again sitting down and being like, okay, now what do I do? And then you halfway figure it out, and again you have 5 minutes left and you're like, okay, I'll half-ass it. So really knowing what you're going to do today and tomorrow to get there. What are you going to do today to achieve those goals today? Quarterly, monthly, yearly, what is it that's going to get you there? Failing to plan is a plan to fail. So you have to have a plan and know the actions that you're going to take to get there. Whether that is a few for coaching is, are you getting on team calls? Are you doing one-on-ones with your coach? Are you getting on action hours? Are you scheduling work time into your day? Or are you getting home and being like, yeah, I'm tired, maybe tomorrow? Because guess what? That's going to be a pattern that you set. And a month later, you're going to be like, yep, so it's been a month. I haven't sent a single invite. I haven't connected. I haven't made a feed post. I've barely been on my stories. I half-ass throw it up. I have no intention of it. And I've gotten half-ass sleep because then I go to bed feeling guilty and I wake up feeling guilty. Like instead, you could have a plan to be like, okay, I'm going to get home. I'm going to work on my business for 30 minutes, no interruptions. And then I'm going to go spend time with my husband. Or how some of us do it is, okay, I'm going to get home, I'm going to spend quality time, they're going to go to bed, I'm going to stay up for a half an hour and then I'm going to go to bed. Whatever it is, like you have, or are you going to get up early, or are you going to make sure that you have a timer out when you sit down on your lunch break, or you, whatever it is, like, are you scheduling that time into your day, or are you going to keep saying, I'm tired, or I'm busy, or work kicked my butt today, because I know everywhere is kicking everyone's butt lately. Like it just is life, but you need to pick your heart, because if you're not taking action today in your business, you're still going to be right where you are today, next month, next quarter, next year, in 5 years. So really just kind of knowing the actions you need to take today and tomorrow to get there. As well as, like I said, non-negotiables daily. Are you checking your back office? Do you have a social media plan so you don't have to sit there flustering up a post? What are you posting today? You should know, okay, this is the day I post about my Challenger journey. This is the day I post about coaching. This is the day I post about my dog. This is the day I post a recipe. Like, you should have a social media plan because it makes it that much easier for you, rather than, again, flustering it up. And some days you can go off and be like, yeah, I really feel like posting about this today because that's really on my heart. That's fine. But that social media plan is really for those days that you're like, yeah, I don't know what to even say. So knowing the actions you need to take. Number 3, what is your mindset around those actions? Are you stuck on the annoyance and defeat surrounding where you're at today or where you were yesterday? Or are you going to boss up and focus on getting to where you want to be tomorrow? Are you going to look tomorrow in the face and be like, yep, I own you, and I'm not going to allow the guilt of where I am today and where I was yesterday to move forward? Are you going to focus on where you want to go? Obviously, I'm not saying like don't focus on the good and appreciate where you are right now. That's not what I'm saying. But so many of us get overwhelmed in the guilt and the feeling cruddy and the feeling like crap because of where we are right this second and right now, that we don't allow ourselves to grow and to get to where we want to be tomorrow, next month, next year. So don't allow those feelings to overwhelm you. You need to feel the feels. You need to allow them to leverage you to tomorrow, but you also need to know and understand the mindset you need to have to get to the where you want to be. So your thoughts also, this was something that they talked about in the Unleashed and exclusive call. It was your thoughts really create your results. So what you're thinking and what you're putting out there is how you're going to achieve your results. And if you're thinking negatively and you're thinking down on yourself and you're thinking that you're a POS and that you're failing, if you're not putting out there that you can do this and that you should be proud of where you are now, but that you're capable of getting there, you're going to create results that are negative and not where you want to be. Your belief system is the control. Like, you are what you practice. So you need to know what mindset you kind of need to have in order to get there. And that means working on your mindset consistently, because in order to get to where you want to be and achieve your goals, you know that the mindset you have right now is going to help get you there, but you have growth that needs to happen. So each day you need to be working on that mindset and understanding what kind of mindset you need to be in. And then number 4, are you applying yourself 100% behind the scenes? Or are you making it look good on social media? Or are you making it look good in our groups? Or are you allowing yourself to feel like this isn't for you, or excusing yourself each day? Life is always going to be hard, but it's your decision to kick yourself in the ass and say, I'm choosing my hard and I'm choosing to get out of where I'm at right now. Because there's not going to be a time where you're like, yes, I can 100% add something extra into my life right now. Because I know that none of us would be able to say in the last 5 years, like, yep, I can add a whole lot of extra responsibility. No, we can't. Half of us can't even add eating a meal in a day. Like, let's add a business? Probably not. Like, you have to kick yourself in the butt to get there. So really being real with yourself and disciplined, and knowing that even when someone's not watching, even if someone doesn't get on a power hour when you get on one, that you still do your power hour. That even if you don't get on anything, or you don't check in any groups, or no one's messaging you to be like, hey, did you get your invites in today, that you still know that you got your invites in that day. You connected, you showed up in your feed, you did your personal development, you did your own workout, whatever it is. Like, no one's coming to pull you off the couch to be like, let's go. Like, us as coaches can really help motivate each other, inspire each other, hold each other accountable. But in the end, you are the only person that can get yourself to do that. And 1, when you do that, be proud of yourself. But 2, remember to be proud of yourself that day and do it again the next day. You have to create that pattern. And for a little bit, it's like it doesn't feel natural because it's not something you've always done. But once you do it consistently and make it a pattern, it's going to be something that turns into habit and turns into something that you just do. And all of a sudden you'll be like, wow, like, I am actually working my business every single day. Now what can I add? And then it's going to keep building up. And that's how your business grows more and more and more. So number one is know your life and business goals. These are kind of like your little to-do list, because I do all my own to-do lists as well. So one, know your life and business goals. I want you to write them down and own them. Write your business goals out, write your life goals out, monthly, quarterly, yearly, 5-year, whatever it is. I want you to write them down and then own them. You're not going to change them next month when you don't hit success. If you don't hit Success Club this month, you're not going to change them in a year. If you're like, yep, that didn't work, let me throw these out the window. No, you're going to own them and you're going to figure out how to achieve them. 2, you're going to know the actions that align with these said goals. So in your life, if you want a good relationship, if you want a good correlation with your kids, if you want to have a better mindset around yourself, if you want to live in a better place, drive a reliable car, not have a panic attack every time you go to the gas station, whatever it is, you need to take the action to get there. Do you need to have scheduled date nights? Do you need to have unplugged one-on-one scheduled time into your day with your kids? Do you need to have set personal development each day? When are you going to do it? Is it going to be every single time you do the dishes? Is it going to be every time you're driving to work? Is it going to be right away in the morning when you get up, you read a chapter or write down your stuff? What is it? When are you doing it? And you need to write it down. You need to write down when you're doing these things each day until it becomes habit. 3, know the kind of mindset you need to achieve today, as well as the mindset that you need to adapt and achieve for your goals. So where are you today? What do you need to focus on right now in your mindset? And what do you need to start growing into? And how do you need to start thinking in order to achieve your goals? Number 4, how are you going to have self-discipline when no one else is watching you to give yourself 100% to achieve everything you just listed out? How are you going to be disciplined? How are you going to be able to show up when there's not someone on this screen, when there's not someone tagging you in our groups, when there's not someone standing in front of your face saying you need to do this right now? How are you going to get yourself to do that? Also, write it down. And then 5 is really develop and grow into each of these on a daily basis. So if you're not knowing what it is in your daily life that you need to be doing, talk to someone that's doing it. Talk to someone that has something you want. Talk to somebody or people, more than one, that are living the lives that you could see yourself living. What are they doing? In this coaching business, what are the coaches that you could see yourself in their shoes? Or maybe you can't see yourself in their shoes yet, but you want to be in their shoes. What are they doing on a daily basis? What are they doing each month? What are they doing yearly? Do you think the people that are standing there at leadership this last few weekends, are they not sending invites? Are they not on team calls? Are they not doing personal development? Are they not showing up on social media? Do they not have a social media plan? No, I guarantee every single one of them does. And that's why they're at leadership. That's why this business is successful for them in their own different ways. Every single person there will look successful in a different way. It wasn't just rank. It's not just income. It's not just having a team. There's people there that had no coaches with them. And there's people there that had 10 coaches with them. There's people there that have full-time income from it. And there's people there that don't, because everyone has different goals, but they all were able to run together by doing similar goals to achieve it. So for your business, I can tell you almost any goal that you want, at least 4 out of 7 days a week, you need to be sending invites. You need to be connecting. It's that bad. It's that business activity tracker. I don't care how you get it done. I don't care if you do 5 minutes 5 times a day that you send invites. I don't care if you do it on the toilet. You know that's a big one that I'm sitting there while my kids are screaming. Okay. I don't care if it's 15-minute time blocks. I don't care if you sit down for an hour and get it all done, but it's something that you need to write down and schedule into your day, or it's not going to happen, because we all feel tired. We're all exhausted. We all have long days, but we also know that this is something that could help get us out of some of that and achieve our goals of getting towards a better life. So really writing down those actions and knowing what it is you need to do each day to get there, and then really knowing how to motivate yourself and have that self-discipline to get it done each day. So I want you to drop in the comments one thing that you know you want to, or actually 3 things you want to do each day, and you know you as it should be a non-negotiable for you. Yes. Here, I'll write mine in the comments. Okay. I'm gonna start